Before I was me, I was me. There was a time not so long ago when I was the same person as I am now, but an entirely different me. A me that only I knew. At this time, I placed my values on a select few things. Be kind, be reliable, and be gracious. Being kind was a value built on the idea that I like it when people are nice to me. Why not credit others with the same courtesy of just simply being nice? So I approached situations many a times with my best foot forward, guiding myself with my heart. Being reliable was not only a value, but also a goal of mine. I wanted to be known as someone you could call on in any situation, whether you needed a ride or someone to talk to. I wanted people to recognize that I was someone who could fill that role. It made me feel honored to know that people thought of me when they were in a crunch, validated were my efforts, and satisfied I was to feel thought of by these people. Being gracious was a value meant to always give people the benefit of the doubt. In my eyes, to hold close a feeling of resentment or hatred was to be burdened, and I surely did not want to carry any of these burdens, so graciousness was imperative. All three of these values were extremely important to me. To be frank, my life revolved around them. Again, that was before I was me. See, a short few years removed from this time, and now my approach is altered completely. In no way do I now have hatred in my heart, as I am still gracious enough to forgive those who have wronged me. However, I'm not as arrogant to the acts against me as a person. I now understand that some things are done, and not all things deserve the graciousness to be forgotten. It is also not my intent to come off as an unreliable person now. It is still a goal of mine to be reliable, but the extent to which that applies has changed. I no longer wish to go out of my way to make sure everyone is okay all of the time. That doesn't mean my ears have closed to the expression of those who I genuinely wish to hear. I truly believe my soul was created as a means to embrace all of those that it can come in contact with kindness. My time cannot be rotten with sourness or infected with malice, but I can recognize my previous intents intertwined with a longing to just be accepted. I now try to distance myself from these efforts, as I know now kindness is warranted for all that we come in contact with. I'm happy with who I am and what I believe in. There's nothing wrong with my change in perspective in relation to these values, but I think understanding why we value them and how they can change is just as important as living them out. That's what makes me, me.